Hello everyone, this is Emo, and today we will be reviewing One Piece chapter 1039, the main attraction. Firstly, before reviewing this chapter, I just wanted to point out some details that I have noticed in the new color spread. Firstly, if you look at in the left side of the color spread, you can see Robin looking at a skull and her hand is pointing in the left eye of the skull, and I believe this is a reference to Skypiea, where she was the one who discovered where the city of gold used to be, and she is even wearing a similar hat that she wore in the episode and chapter where she was discovering and searching for Shandoria. And I believe that Oda is hinting that Skypiea is even more important and will probably, maybe, play a role in the future, and it may be related to the One Piece. Maybe, it's just a maybe. And to everyone who skipped Skypiea, fuck you. Skypiea is one of the best arcs. Secondly, Luffy is looking at a monkey who is wearing a crown. I believe this is like Luffy looking at a monkey that is himself wearing a crown that is the Pirate King and treasure and more. And he's like pointing him in the direction of where the adventure is heading. This chapter starts out with Momonosuke, where we see him dragging Onigashima, and he is doing a good job at it, and he hears someone calling for him, which is probably Zunisha, and then it cuts to where we left off in Kid and Law versus Big Mom. And before we continue, I just want to point out that I was wrong. Looks like Big Mom is going down this arc, and to be honest, I'm a bit disappointed, because why put all this setup that Luffy is the one who's going to defeat Big Mom when Kid and Law, who have nothing against Big Mom, to defeat Big Mom? It doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, when Law first asked Luffy that he wanted to take down one of the emperors, he said Kaido, and Kid had a lot of beef with Kaido and Shanks, although he did steal some ships from Big Mom, but this is just a small connection between him and Big Mom. So why put all this hints that Luffy is the one who's going to defeat Big Mom when he isn't? Why make Sanji's arc to go rescue him from Whole Cake Island and not from just his family? It doesn't make sense on my part. To be honest, I love Big Mom as a character, and she's one of the most terrifying villains to me. However, she is the worst thing in this Wano arc. From Big Mom's amnesia, to her crew looking really bad that they can't get up a waterfall, to Big Mom's mothering mode, and to Big Mom being defeated this arc. Don't get me wrong, just like I said, I love Big Mom as a character and as a villain. However, she is the worst thing about the Wano arc. She's like a walking plot armor. She's plot armor that she gets amnesia so that Luffy couldn't just defeat Queen in the beginning of the arc in Udon and get out without Kaido noticing, to Nami and Usopp's fights being heavily nerfed, especially Usopp, with page 1 being one-shotted and ulti taking a heavy amount of damage from Big Mom, then Nami finishing her off due to her being heavily damaged, to Law and Kid defeating her when it doesn't make sense at all. The only time I wouldn't have mind Big Mom being defeated if she was defeated on the rooftop, if it was a 5v2 this is the only time I wouldn't have mind, because Luffy would have been present. He would have damaged her, although I don't think he hasn't at all tried to attack Big Mom on the roof. But if he tried to attack Big Mom and Kaido, this is the only time I would have accepted Big Mom's defeat other than Luffy's, as a group effort. And in the end of this chapter, it just seems that Big Mom is going down. In the end of the last chapter, I said that I think they're just going to stall Big Mom until Luffy defeats Kaido, but after this chapter, looks like Big Mom is going down, unfortunately. And the thing is, what comes after that? Will Kid chase after the One Piece also? Will Luffy, Kid and Law have a fight together because of the One Piece? I don't know how the story will go on, although I know that Oda will pull it off really good, but this doesn't mean that I'm not disappointed that Big Mom will be defeated this arc and Luffy isn't the one who's going to defeat her. Although Kid didn't do much, even with his electromagnetic cannon in the end. And Big Mom, even in this chapter, she only acknowledged Law's attack, and she's saying that Law is dangerous. And Big Mom looked afraid when Law was about to attack. When Law attacked, she looked really afraid in her eyes. She was like, not again, Trafalgar. As she stated, the last chapter's attack broke her hands, bones, and a lot of her ribs. And in this chapter, Law does a bigger attack, which seemingly is even more powerful than like 1,000 more powerful than the last time. The action in this chapter was really good, although I'm disappointed, but I have to give props that the action was really good. And I don't know, I'm still confused about Big Mom's attack Misery. Is this Hera on Prometheus? Or are these a bunch of souls that come out of Big Mom? Because Prometheus is still in her hair, so this is even more added souls to Hera. It's very confusing, but it looks very good. And Law's attack looks really devastating, and it even made a really big hole in front of the flower capital, and it probably broke a lot of bones inside of Big Mom's body. So even if she's not defeated, she probably can't move even after this attack. Overall, as an action chapter, it is really good, but for me, I'm kind of disappointed, and I still don't see Law and Kid being emperors due to their crews. Maybe the Yonko system as a whole won't be around anymore, and I honestly wanted Luffy to be the first one to defeat a Yonko, not Kid and Law. This is Emo, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, as it really helps me out a lot.